If you're a program manager or a delivery manager or managing a large engagement or large portfolio, very often it's a ask to all the management people that can you come back or can you build an executive summary. This is a very common ask, because if the program is there for a long time, there's some strategic initiatives there for a long time, and everybody would like to give some update to their leadership, to their customer, to their executives. So it is very important that we understand what is the executive summary. It is not the status report, a weekly status or monthly status report. It's a different view altogether, which is meant for the executives. So in today's example, I'm going to cover how we build an executive summary. And for this video, I have taken an example of an IT project. So if you are executing a large program IT project and the ask come to you that can you build an executive summary for the executives, for the customer leadership, for your company leadership, then you can use this template. It's a complete editable template I have put on the share path. You can download and use it. So let's quickly cover what this template contains, and if you need to build one executive summary for your respective IT project, how you can do that. I'm sharing my screen here. So when you talk about the IT project at a large, then there are few key parameters which you're supposed to discuss. The first parameter is revenue. How much revenue or the dollar value has been increased. You can measure it by month or quarter by quarter. It's up to you based on your requirement, but revenue will be one of the key parameters as I've shown it here. The second key parameter is the cost reduction. If you are reducing the cost through certain initiatives, initiative could be that you are leveraging your team in a different zone, or it could be you are doing certain automation, or you are optimizing your process. There are various ways in a project to reduce the cost. So if you have done that, you can highlight that could be another key parameters. The third parameter you can put there is how many projects you have deployed over the period. There could be few complex projects, few small size projects, few large size projects, few transformation projects. You can mention the number of projects. So revenue, cost, projects, these could be at a very in the very beginning few one of the key parameters you want to put in an executive summary, the way I have put it here. Now the second important part in any executive summary is that how you are elevating your team. That's very important, but everybody would like to see how you are elevating your team. So if you have certain data facts where you want to talk about your team competency elevation, you can mention that. Additional to that, you can mention if some number of internal or external certificates are done by the team. And then you can also mention if certain degree of automation has been achieved. For example, I'm giving a sample here, the 60% automation achieved across technology landscape. So you see 6 parameters here. It is not limited to only these 6 parameters. Based on your project, your context, feel free to change these key parameters, and you can use this as a template and put a brief at the bottom so that one, by looking at the slide, can understand the complete context. Now here I'm talking about an IT project. So it's always advisable if you are doing a executive summary for an IT project that you also give certain insight on the delivery side. Then the story gets complete. So that's how I have put a section here where you can highlight some of your delivery parameters. For example, if I am going quarter by quarter, how I am elevating my team competency, how is my focus there. And it's always better that you show some trend graph or some incremental graph and how you are creating a value. You can also showcase how many programs you have delivered, how many were transformational program, large complex program, modernization program versus non-modernization program. Now you can also talk about the quality. How is your code quality improving month by month, release by release, deployment by deployment, year by year. So you can take any of the parameters here. It could be month, it could be release, it could be deployment, and then you can show a graph that how your testing defects are trending. And most important parameter is when your project gets live in the hand of the end customer, how they are receiving it. Are we seeing a lot of issues after going live, or we see a quality product at the end when it goes live? So that's your key KPI to be shown here. Again, I have shown these four things, but do not limit yourself to this. You can tweak it, you can change it, which is best suited for your context. Now, this is one of the section in the executive summary where you're talking about key KPIs, key parameters, what is your focus area. The story does not get complete unless you talk about your future also, that how your future roadmap looks like, how your future goals look like. So you can add a section at the bottom here where I am saying that I have a plan for additional 5% cost reduction. I have a plan that I want to achieve more automation by certain ETA. This is very important. When you give a roadmap, you have certain plan, but then that has to be mapped with the ETA. I want to work on my team expertise, cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These are the examples. In your case, it could be Java, it could be DevOps, it could be Unix also. But you want to give certain goals to yourself. You also want to give another goal to yourself where you want to improve your agility. You want to go to the production very early. You want to optimize your processes. Again, this could be something else in your context which is best suited to you. Your requirement might be different. But the point is that unless you put a future goal, so this says where do you stand today, and the bottom section says where do you want to go by certain date. So this is how you can build a executive summary for your customer, for your leadership. You can give an update about the program, about the engagement, about the portfolio. Feel free to change the KPI, change the parameter, but this template definitely can be used. I have another version of this one. You can change the template, you can change the background, you can change the context, but these slide can be used for your executive summary. So again, I'm summarizing this. When you are building executive summary, make sure that who is your audience. The first question should be, who is my audience? Is it my audience a VP? Is it my audience a CXO? Is it my audience a marketing person? Is my audience a delivery person? You have to figure it out. Based on that, you can change your key parameters to be shown in executive summary. You can change on your narratives, and make sure that you are giving a snapshot what you do today, what you have done in the past, as well as what is your plan for the future. Hope this video has given a good insight how we can build a executive summary for an IT project. Thank you very much for watching this video.